Humans, how you doing? Welcome to the tryouts. We've got a basketball team that we are putting together, and I'm glad that you showed up. Here's the ball. Go over there and let me see your jumper. Okay. Take a few more. All right. You need to warm up some, right? Okay. Go to the free throw line. Let me see what you got there. All right. Pop out to the 3-point. All right, let me see your handles. Let me see your crossover. Let me see your Euro step. Okay, thank you very much. Next, that's life. That's true, real life. Do you have game? Are you good enough to be on my team? Let me tell you what I want for my team to be. I want my team to win. I get paid to win. I feed my children with the money that I get paid to win. And if my team loses, I don't get paid. No one eats. So when I bring people onto my team, I need them to help me win. If they can help me win by being a productive member of my team that contributes to our success, you got a home, brother, sister. If you can't help me win, get off my court. Now, you can go practice that jumper you have right now. Your free throw, no, your form is off. You have no handles. I think you could develop some if you practiced really hard. So I'm not telling you you can never be on my team. What I am saying is you are not prepared at this moment to be on my team. You have not developed your skills and refined them to the level that makes you competitive in a way that helps us be competitive and go out and win. We are a winning-focused organization. I don't care what color you are. Now, by the common rubric of DEI, the stated goal is about opportunity. We just want to give people the opportunity to interview. Everyone gets a shot, right? It's not supposed to be about outcome. It's supposed to be about opportunity. I recently had a conversation with an HR executive, and that was the way she framed it to me. And then I asked her, okay, so you interview everyone. Everyone gets a free, gets to come to the tryout and take their free throw shots and try their threes and show them your handles. Everyone gets a chance to go out on the court and show their skills. But that's not good enough, is it? Because if we don't see those people show up on the team in that team photo, then they might as well have not tried out because we have no proof. See, you hiring them is supposedly proof that you have participated in full faith with this DEI initiative. And the goal, sometimes stated and often not, is that we have representation in every sphere of all of our institutions that is equivalent to the representation of these groups in the population at large. Okay, so for example, if Black people represent 13% of the nation's population, and we only have 7% Black representation in the profession of law, then there must be some racism going on. Why isn't there equal representation? Because there's not an adequate pool of qualified candidates to fill all of those roles is why there's not adequate representation. By the DEI standard of success, the metric of, okay, we're doing what we set out to do, the NBA should have 60% representation by white players because that's the number of white people in the country. There should only be 13% Black people. Actually, there's only let's say 6.5% of the population are black men. So maybe there should only be 6.5% of black men in the NBA. 60% white. Let's cut that down to 30% men, right? How are you going to, you get where we're cutting these numbers? How do you even arrive at this thing? We need to have some short people. I think it is biased against average people that the average height in the NBA is 6.5 feet tall, when the average height of the American male is 5'7". It's heightist. You are discriminating against people for their height. There are any number of other academic excellence that we observe in NBA: speed, jumping ability, the ability to, endurance, creativity, flexibility, all manner of metrics for what it takes to really succeed in the NBA. But at the point that we begin considering these other criteria before we consider, can you shoot? Can you dribble? Can you jump? Can you run? When those become subordinate to color, creed, national origin, height, all these other less critical factors, it's regressive. It's the same way with music. If you are good enough on your instrument to find a place on the stage in my band and you help us make beautiful music, then I want to hire you. I don't care what you look like. I care about the beauty and the quality of the sound you produce. Any other consideration when I am hiring you is a threat to my work product. It is a threat to the quality of the art that I can produce if I am forced to hire people who are anything other than the very finest musicians who are appropriate to the style that I am working in. Force me to hire someone because of some characteristic that has nothing to do with music? No, I'm not going to do it. It is bad thinking. DEI is fundamentally flawed at the level of trying to force square pegs into round holes. I want round pegs going into my round holes. Let me decide about the kind of diversity that I want in my organization. Personally, I have lots of it very naturally because I choose to work with lots of black people, and black people choose to work with me. We aren't forced to work together. In fact, the more you forced me to, the more I might be reluctant to do it. I might develop a little resentment for being forced to hire a certain kind of person in order to satisfy some quota or some imaginary agenda that you think is better for people and I think is destructive to people. It's good to have a high bar and require people to meet a bar of excellence. It is not good to reward people who are not able to meet the bar. Send them back to the practice field, send them back to the woodshed, develop those skills that you need to get over the bar, earn the job, earn the position, earn the esteem that comes along with being excellent at what you do. Anything less than that is unacceptable to me. And honestly, if someone were to offer me a job, I wouldn't accept it if I couldn't win it. I want to win. I want to go head to head with the very best people that I can compete against, and I want to beat them. I want my band, I want my company to go head to head with the very best competitors, and I want us to beat them because we're better than them. Not because there's an imaginary thumb on the scale that's trying to balance this out. We'll sort it out ourselves. Make everyone earn everything. And this illusion that all of these successful people that you see, that they didn't earn it, you need to prove that to me. I know you say that. I know you think that. But I need you to prove it to me. Because the people that I see succeed most often are the ones who earned it. I don't see a lot of people falling into success by accident. I don't see a lot of people who are handed silver platters and born with silver spoons in their mouths. They're out there. I just don't see them, and I'm around a lot of successful people. That's not the backstory of most of the successful people I know. Black, white, women, Asian. Most of the people that I know who are succeeding and succeed over time, there's a reason why they're successful. Because they earned their way into their position and they excelled at it and they were rewarded for their excellence. That's the simple, most common explanation. If you are good enough to be on my team, earn your way on there. If you are not, go back, practice, come back and try again. If you still can't get it, then maybe you need to redirect yourself toward a career or a job that is more conducive to the things that you are actually capable of being excellent at. Not everyone can be excellent. I will never, ever, ever be an NBA player. I never had a hope of it. I probably never had a hope of being an Air Force pilot. My vision probably wasn't good enough. There are 1,000 jobs that I am completely unsuited for. And I accept that. And I don't want to be pushed into that as an underqualified somebody when there are qualified people who can do it better. It makes me feel that just a terrible thought to me. Let me put myself in the place where I can thrive by my own passion, my commitment to growth and excellence. Let me find that place. I suggest that we all do the same.